Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I would like to talk about what it means, at least what it means for me to be a father. So, I was blessed with uh, twin boys. They're currently 1 year old. And I was thinking about this topic for a while, for about 2, 3 weeks. I wanted to make a video every day I was driving from work. I was thinking how to describe it, and I came up with nothing. Like I'm gonna freestyle this one. Like there's a lot of ideas, but it's just so hard to describe what it means. It's something amazing. It's a huge blessing to be a father, and yeah, it's hard to describe if you don't have kids yet. I always wanted to have kids. Like since I was little, I knew that I want to have kids one day, and I was just hoping that I'm gonna meet the right girl, and eventually we're gonna start family. And I was blessed, and I met the right girl. It was a little bit later in my life, but yeah, I'm 35 years old, and I have twin boys who are, like I mentioned, 1 year old. And for me, it's just everything. Like it feels like I found the purpose of life, and at the same time it feels like I'm not living my life for myself. And I get that it sounds scary or it doesn't sound good, but no, it really feels great. What I mean by that is that there's always someone I'm thinking about instead of thinking about myself. Like, I'm okay wearing the same clothes to work every day. In the winter, I'm okay to wear old shoes. I don't even think about it. But then if I go to the store, and let's say I go to store being like, oh, okay, I need a new shirt for work. I go to the kids aisle and I see this Jordan set. And I start looking like, do they have matching one? Because I have two boys, right? I can't buy just one. And I just buy it. And it doesn't even matter if it's like 2 weeks before salary or if like I need to save money. It's just like they're the most important thing, and not a thing, but they're the most important, how would I say it? Not just people, but that's like they're everything to me, you know? And yeah, it's now since they became toddlers, like every day I come from work. Well, not really from work because I work on the afternoon shift. Uh, so I come from work at like 1 a.m. But let's say I come from walk or from grocery shopping. They run towards the door screaming da 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 da, hug me, smiling, everything. And it's the best feeling in the world. Now, we established that it's, for me at least, it's like purpose of life. Like I love being dad. And now let's talk about the other part. It comes with kind of a curse. Like, I have a good job. I have a good job. I think that my boys won't be embarrassed to say what I'm doing. Uh, I work in an office. I have kind of crazy shifts right now because of the seniority stuff and whatever. And so the curse is that you want to be with your kids as much as you can, but you have to work, right? You have to provide for your family. So the curse is you don't have enough time. Like, it's like I'm willing to die for them. And I'm not talking the classic, like, oh, I would take a bullet for you, I would give you a kidney. No, that's the easy part. I'm willing to take overtimes. Like there was one moment I worked 16 hours in a row. I had 8 hours rest, and then I went for another 8 hour shift. And I'm like writing to my wife because it was unexpected. I'm writing her, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. And she's like, what do you mean? You have kids, you have animals, all of that. And she's right. And that was the moment I realized, like, I'm literally willing to give up everything just to provide for my kids, just to see that smile, just to make them happy, give them good life. And so, like I said, I'm willing to die for them, and I mean like long, painful death. But at the same time, I want to do everything so I don't die. So I'm here with them, right? So I spend as much time as I can with them. And that's the curse, what I'm talking about. Like, it's a constant stress about, are they going to be okay? Are you going to be able to provide financially? Is this school good for them? Is this formula? I mean, they're not on formula anymore, but like, there's like so many things that stresses you out because you're responsible for them and you want the best for them, right? And then you're not spending as much time with them as you would want to. So that's this stress. And yeah, but it's all worth it. Like, you come home from work, you're dead tired, and you just hear that da 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 and the tiny steps or quiet steps running towards you, and then they hug you in the door, and you forget everything. You're completely energized, and yeah, it's like I said, it's the best feeling in the world, and it's like unconditional love from my side and from their side as well. Like, they don't spend that much time with me. They don't have to like me, like they don't know that what I do for them, and yet they're still excited to see me. So I bet it's gonna change when they're teenagers and stuff like that, but right now it's just the pure love. And yeah, so that's kind of a curse that's completely worth it. Like, there's not enough time for you to spend it with your kids if you're trying to provide for your family. And like, I'm trying to do what's best for them. So rather than asking my wife to go back to work, I'd rather take overtime, right? Because if my wife goes back to work, then the boys have to go to the preschool or something like that, which obviously costs money. So even whatever she makes is not really gonna help us as much as if I just take overtime and they get the best they can. And my wife is amazing with them. I'm not gonna lie, like, it's no iPad, no TV, like, she's teaching them so much. Like, she's amazing, and I don't know how she does that. Like I said, I love them, it's a blessing, but after one day off from work with my boys, I'm just tired like I was at work. Like, and it's not just the twin thing, it's just like you're trying to entertain them, trying to teach them, trying to keep an eye on them, right? But it's amazing. Like, you're dead tired, they go to bed, and you're like, oh, I miss them. And yeah, so I feel like the fatherhood, at least for me, is the best thing that ever happened. It's right now, it's purpose of my life. It's my life, like, taken over my life, like I mentioned. I don't live my life for myself anymore. Yeah, and yeah, so definitely I would recommend completely changes your life, but it's definitely worth it. And just seeing those little ones starting to walk, starting to talk, and one of my sons just dunked the basketball. I bought him like a little hoop for their first birthday, and they were like always interested in the balls and like trying to throw it there, but they couldn't because it's too high for them. And about a month ago, I see one of my sons just walking towards the hoop, taking the ball and dunking it, like a baby dunk, right? But still, I was so excited. I was so proud. It's it's just incredible to see them grow. And yeah, so like I said, it's incredible blessing, but it definitely comes with a lot of responsibility and kind of a curse, but it's definitely worth it. Like don't let anyone scare you out of that. And one thing, my story is kind of when we found out that my wife's pregnant and we're having twins, I got fired from my job. Then I found a better job, but that better job meant that I'm gonna be away from my family 4 days out of 7, right? 4 days a week in a completely different province. It was just temporary job because I knew that I'm getting even better job. I was really lucky that moment. So yeah, by the time my boys were born, I was starting this new job, so I didn't really get to enjoy the newborn phase because I was in training. And then unfortunately, I made a mistake during my qualifying shift, and I lost the job. It was the best job I ever had, and now I was with twins that were about 8 months old, jobless, and it was stressful. It was crazy. Like I got to spend a month with them, and we bonded even more. So it's kind of like I said before, like stressful, but at the same time you finally get to spend the time with your sons. And then I found well, I kind of got rehired for the different position, which, like I said, I like my job. It's very stressful, and yeah, but it still feels like there's a, I don't know if you remember Simpsons. There was a one thing that I think would definitely describe what you feel at work, and it doesn't matter how good your job is. Like if you're a father, this is how you feel in any job you have. Like you want to be with your kids, you want to spend time with them, and even if your job is great, you would rather be somewhere else. So this is what I'm talking about. Give me 1 second, I'll show it to you over here. If you remember this episode where, like, Mr. Burns said, Homer, like, you're gonna be here till you die. And he actually framed something for him. I don't know what was originally written, but it was some thread or something like really depressing. And Homer just put the pictures of Maggie and said, "Do it for her." And that's how I feel every day at work. Like I'm doing it for them, and yeah, I that's pretty much the reason why I start streaming and making YouTube videos, right? Uh, one day, one day, I'm gonna be working from home, and I'm gonna spend as much time as I can with my boys. That's my goal. And like I said, I love my job, but my goal is this, is to spend time with my family and be able to provide and work from home. So yeah, That's my opinion about being father, what it means to me. Like I said, definitely recommend. Don't don't let anyone scare you out of it. If you meet the right girl and you want to have kids, do it. There's no better time than now, to be honest. Like the world's gonna get worse and worse. Financial situations are gonna get worse and worse. Uh, there's no reason to wait. Like you never know what's gonna happen, right? In what after pandemic, you were like, oh, okay, now it's gonna get better, and boom, Russia invaded Ukraine, and it got even worse than during pandemic. So, like I said, don't postpone it. Just no better time than now. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like the video, please subscribe. If you like to talk about politics, gaming, sports, anything, just follow me on Twitch. I'm online as much as I can with my job, but like I said, my goal to the future is just to take it to the next level. So thanks for watching. Have a good night.